Is your LG range not getting up to temperature? This is Ryan with Parts Doctor, and today I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot and fix your oven. If you need to purchase parts for your LG range, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we sell parts for all major appliance brands. When set to preheat to 350 degrees, the oven starts to preheat but never reaches the set temperature. First, I'll turn on the top burners. Since the burners are heating up, this indicates that we have power to the range. A power problem, like missing one leg of your 240 volt power, will normally affect both the oven and the top burners. Now, pull out the range. And unplug or disconnect power to the appliance. Then, remove the lower panel using a Phillips screwdriver and removing the screws on the two edges and the screw at the bottom in the middle. With the screws removed, pull the panel out and lift up to remove. First, let's test the oven temperature sensor using a multimeter. Disconnect the electrical connector by depressing the locking tab. Using a multimeter, set it to the ohm setting, or on a manual ranging multimeter, set it to the 2K ohm setting. Insert each of the probes into the back of the connector of the temperature sensor. With the sensor at room temperature, you should get approximately 1080 ohms. This indicates that our sensor is good. If your reading is far off from this, the temperature sensor should be replaced. If it's good, reconnect the connector. Next, we will test both the bake and broil heating elements by first disconnecting the wires. If the wires won't disconnect easily, I like to use a pair of needle nose pliers to help to remove the connector. To test your elements, set your multimeter to the ohm setting. On manual ranging multimeters, set your meter to the lowest ohm setting, or set your meter to the continuity setting. Then, touch one of each of the probes to each of the two terminals on the element. Our element is good at 16.2 ohms. Our broil element is good at 14.1 ohms. If you find that either of the elements are bad, they should be replaced. Since both of ours are good, we'll reconnect the wires and we'll move on. The bake and broil heating elements get their power from the relay control board located here. Inspect the wiring from the elements to the relay control board, making sure there's not any burned or broken wires anywhere. Since all of the wiring looks good, that narrows down our problem to the relay control board. These black boxes are relays on the control board that control power to the heating elements on the oven and the cooktop. When you set the oven at a set temperature, the relays cycle power on and off to keep the oven at a set temperature. Inside the relay are electrical contacts that open and close to make the electrical connection. Over time, those contacts wear out and go bad. Now, let's remove the bad control board. First, take a picture with your phone to reference later of where the wires connect. Then, disconnect the wires. Now, remove the 2 Phillips screws. Then, remove the control board and housing. Now, remove the control board from the housing by depressing the 2 locking tabs on one side and lifting the board out to remove. If you need parts for your appliance, check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we sell parts for all major appliance brands. Make sure to search using the model number from the tag on your appliance to make sure you're getting the correct parts. Here's the old control board next to the new control board. Let's start by installing the new control board into the housing. Insert the bottom edge first. Then align the holes. Then press the other edge to snap it into place. Now, reinstall the control board and housing back onto the range, making sure this connector is in the bottom left corner. Align these 2 tabs with the notches here. Then reinstall the 2 Phillips screws. Now, reconnect the wires, referencing the photo that you took earlier. If any of the connectors don't fit tight, like this one, pinch it slightly with the pliers so that it makes a better connection. Now, reinstall the rear panel by lifting it and hanging it on the top edge. Then, reinstalling the screws. Now, plug the range back in or reconnect power. Now, test it out to make sure that it's heating properly. 10 minutes later. It's heating. That's it for this video. If you learned something new, give this video a like and let me know down in the comments below if this helped you fix your oven. If you enjoy fixing things, please consider subscribing.